My name is Vincent Han, and today I will share with you on multi-tier application delivery with automated networking and security services. VMware vRealize automation coupled with VMware NSX creates a powerful solution for dynamic configuration and deployment of NSX logical networking and security services. By combining logical switching, routing, load balancing, and security with a vRA blueprint, you can create on-demand application delivery with consistent structure and security. VMware vRA adds policy and governance to the enhanced security and networking capabilities of VMware NSX. VMware vRealize automation leverages the vRealize orchestrator engine to provide automation to NSX logical services. The out-of-the-box integration supports automating virtual machines connectivity, security, and load balancing. vRA and NSX works together to provide virtual machine connectivity through network profiles that maps to pre-created or dynamically created logical switches. There's also support for connecting new logical switches to pre-existing distributed logical router, or the DLR. The NSX Edge Services Gateway virtual machines can be dynamically deployed by vRealize automation. Virtual machine security automation includes the use of on-demand security groups, predefined security policies, and security tags. In addition, an application isolation feature makes it easy to secure an entire application with the click of a checkbox. In order to achieve a truly self-service IT model application must deploy with all the same characteristics and configuration you would have without an automation engine. This means that networking, security, and performance and manageability cannot be compromised because a process is transitioned from manual to automated. Without NSX, the vRealize self-service catalog would just be deploying virtual machines that would need to be manually configured for security and application delivery. The diagram on the slide shows how VMware NSX and vRealize automation come together through the joint efforts of network, security, and cloud administrators to create a self-service IT portal that deploys secure and functional application stacks. So, before we go to the demo, just let's take a look at the Converged Blueprint Designer. So from here you can see that, what I have here is a web virtual machine and a database virtual machine with predefined security groups, as well as an on-demand load balancer and an on-demand logical network. So I will show you this in the vRA itself later on in the demo. So with vRA and NSX, right, you can create this blueprint. What I have in my demo is actually two web servers that will be running Apache and PHP, and follow on with a database with MySQL running at it. So, so with that, you can do microsegmentation on this L2 network, and security groups can be placed around the VMs in this group itself, right? So let's proceed with the demo. In here, in vRealize automation, you can see that I have this blueprint called the Lucky Draw application as a catalog item, right? Prior in the slide, I did show you on, the blueprint that I created. Let's take a look here. So under the network and security category, right, you can see that there is existing network security group that can be used. You can even tag the VM with security tags, as well as creating load balancer, network, and routed network on demand, even for security groups as well. So before I carry on, let's deploy this item itself. So what I just need is just do a request and submit, right? Just want to note that this is a auto approver, and you can set up workflows for permissions and approvers from other users before that this get deployed. So once this is submitted, right, let's take a look at from NSX perspective, right? So I have predefined the security rules for this application. As you can see that I have this 3 rules created. So if you look at the security groups, there is only 4 VMs right now in this security group. So as you can see, so let's move back to let's go back and take a look at the requests. So this is the task that vRA is going to do with this request. So as you can see, it's doing the netting, creating the logical switches, as well as spinning up the virtual machines, and they will be placed on this security groups, right? So it takes about 5-6 minutes for this application to be deployed. So once it's done, I will show you, right, from the distributed firewall perspective. As well as the NSX edges, right, where it provides the routing as well as the load balancer. Right, so you can see that this is actually being deployed. So let me take a look here. So now the NSX components are all being configured. So now what vRA would do was to build the virtual machines, right? 2 web virtual machines and 1 database virtual machines. So if you go and take a look at vCenter, right, it should be spinning up the virtual machines over here. Right? It's cloning the virtual machines. So you can see here that there is actually vRA 7 Web 26 and vRA-Web 27. These are the 2 new web servers, as well as the database has not been built yet. So the web virtual machines has been completed. So if I go back to the NSX distributed firewall, by now you should be seeing that let me see whether is it added. So it hasn't been added to the security group. So from vRA perspective, you can see that it has created this Web 26 and Web 27. And you can see that, well, these two web virtual machines has been added to the security group right now. Right? So the policies that has been created before will be enforced to the VMs that has been spun up by vRA. Right? So right now we are waiting for the database server to be spun up. Let's take a look at the database security group there. Right? So there's only two right now. Right? So as you can see from the VMware vCenter's perspective, the database VM is still being cloned. Right. So while waiting, let me log on to the web VMs, right? So that it will be faster. So the first web VM is configured with this IP address 10.10.97.11. And let's take a look at the second one. So the other virtual machine has IP address of 10.10.97.12. Just to take note that the database servers is actually running on the same segment, right? So let me take a look at, okay, so vRA 7-DB19 is actually the database that has been just spin up, alright? If you can take a look at the IP address, it's actually 10.10.97.51, right? all these three VMs are actually on the same subnet itself. So typically without NSX or microsegmentation, right, basically all the three VMs are able to communicate with each other, right, because they are on the same layer 2 domain. So now the whole request has been completed, right? If I go to the items in vRealize automation, right, you can see that this is the one that I just created, which is here you can look at the date. So this is the latest one, right? So DB19, that's the last VM that was being spun up. So if you go to the load balancer, right, this is the virtual IP address that will be used to access my application. So let me try it out here to see whether it works. Right, as you can see, right, this web VM is replying and has made a connection to the SQL server. So if I will do a refresh here, you can see that this web VM is being load balanced over here, right? So if I will go back to the virtual machine, the web server, right? Okay, so before I do that, let me go and take a look at the policies that have been created. So what I've created over here is, right, I allow any connection that comes to the web servers, which is the 26, 27 that has been spin up, right? But then again, right, these web servers can only talk to the DB server on my SQL port, right? And I have a deny rule to deny everything, right? So if I were to do a ping from the web VM to the second web VM, you shouldn't be able to have any communication, right? As well as the database server, which is on 51, right? There's no pings allowed. But you will do a SQL connection, right? Right, you can see that I'm able to show the database, right? SQL connection is allowed. So, well, if I decided to do some troubleshooting, with the VMs itself, right? I can do a between the web virtual machines. Right, I have these policies that's created. It's just that it's in disabled mode. What I'm doing is I'm going to enable it. So I go back to the same virtual machines again, and let me now do a ping to the second virtual machine. See that pings are now allowed. Alright. So that's the end of this demo, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you.